This is the 25th LeetCode challenge, and it is called Reverse Nodes in K Group. Given the head of a linked list, reverse the nodes of lists k at a time and return the modified list. K is a positive integer and is less than or equal to the length of the linked list. If the number of nodes is not a multiple of k, then left out nodes in the end should remain as it is. You may not alter the values in list nodes, only the nodes themselves may be changed. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and k is 2, that changes to 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, so 2 at a time. And then if you have the same list but k equals 3, it does 3, 2, 1, then 4, 5. Okay, so let's get started. So I've copied over the code from the previous challenge, swap nodes in pairs, as I think this is going to be kind of based on that. So we'll first start off with, obviously if head is null, return null. And instead of if head is null, return head. So I guess one of the biggest changes from the previous one to this one is we could just do it based on, we knew exactly it would be 2 nodes, so this one needs to be more dynamic in that it's going to be based on off of k amount. So we're going to create list node temp equals head. Actually, we're going to create a function for this. So it'll be public, oh, not caps lock, public bool valid amount of nodes. And we'll pass in this node current and int k. So basically this is just going to check to see that if the upcoming k nodes are all not null. So bool valid equals true, and list node temp equals current. We'll then do for int I equals 0, I is less than k, then I plus plus. We will do if current dot next is null, then valid is false. If valid is not true, then we'll break. Otherwise, I don't need to be doing this. It should be just tmp.next, and then tmp equals tmp.next. We'll have to properly check this later, but I think that should be fine. So we will go here and we'll do while. Okay, then that gets to the next part, so don't need that part of it. We will grab list node current as this is actually no, that should be head. So current and then k, and then we will return head down here. Actually, for the first one where we're returning the head, we need to do one up here. So we'll do if this is true, and we'll use head. We will do what needs to be done for swapping, else we will return head here. But now in this one, we will create a list node array, call this swap equals new list node of k. So if it is valid, actually I don't think we do need this. We can just include it as part of, it doesn't matter, we'll keep it, it's easier. So if it is valid, list node tmp equals head. So we'll bring this current one down to here, and this will be, yep, still be head. So list node temp equals head. Now we'll do for int I plus plus. We will do, actually no, this should be the other way around. No, this can't be the other way around. This is fine. We'll do swap, and this will be swap.length -1 equals, this will equal tmp, then tmp equals next. Okay, -1, then minus I. Yep. And what we'll also do is if I does not equal 0, dot next equals this, but we remove the -1. Just to see if that part works, I'm just going to run it up to, okay, we've got an error. All paths return. It looks like it returns. Oh, that's in here. My bad. Return valid. Okay, now let's rerun that. Okay, so it gets to here. So we've got swap. okay, that's only 2. Yep, k is 2. So this one should be 2. This one should be 1. Oh yeah, then I need to also... Okay, what should the order be? So this one dot next is this. But we also do this one dot next equals this one dot next. Okay, let's see if that's all good. Semicolon. Okay, so we're back down to here, so let's see swap. Start of index 0, 2, 1, this should be 3, 4. Although looking at this now, I can probably get rid of this list. Okay, so what's the best way for this? Actually, doing it like this just makes it easier, so I might keep it. There is probably some improved way to it, but it's not necessary, I don't think. So then at the bottom here, head equals swap 0. Yeah, I feel like an array is definitely not needed, but it makes it much easier to track the position instead of having to try, I guess, iterate through things. So we'll just keep it like that. Okay, so we'll grab this code, we'll put it here. We will make so current equals, it should be swap k minus 1. So it's all, yep, so that should be fine. And tmp current dot next, then it goes through. Okay, I think that's all that has to be done, so let's run it and see if it's all good. Okay, no, I didn't do it correctly. Oh, and there's apparently an infinite loop somewhere. Okay, let's exit from that. Okay, let's go line by line and see what's happening. So that should be fine. That's fine. We'll try to skip through valid amount of nodes. So if we start off with head and we go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's as expected. So go through like this. So we initialize the array there. Now we're going to enter here to actually change the next assignments. Okay, so that just removed 2 straight up, I think. So it's okay, no, that's fine. So 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. So current equals swap k minus 1. So this should be 1, and then it's 3, 4. Okay, I see where I went wrong. I didn't do this current here. Current swap k minus 1. So that's where the infinite loop occurred. But let's rerun it and get back down to here, see what happened with the first iteration, where I didn't keep all the correct values. Okay, go to the next one. So tmp current to next, so that should be 3. Why is it as 1? Current. Okay, so if we go ahead, that is 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. But if we go on to swap, maybe that's still wrong. 1. No, that should have been correct. Swap k equals 1. So swap k negative 1 current. Oh no, that is correct. It's wait, it's tmp I'm meant to be looking at, not current. Yep, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we go here. Swap 1 should be 4. Sorry, 3. Okay, that's as expected. Does not equal 1. Go back to here. Now the first one in swap should be 4. Yep. Doesn't equal. So 4 should be given 3. Or how does that work? Oh, 3 is given 5. Oh yeah, that's right. And then 4 is given 3. 4. Yep, that looks correct. And current equals swap k minus 1. So current should be 3, 5. And then this will come out as false. Yep, so valid false. Return valid. So that will go back to here. So what is head like? 2, 1, 3, 5. Okay, so it's because I see what happens. So on, we need to do this. So it's if I equals 1, we then need to do current dot next equals tmp, I think. I guess we can just do this one. Okay, now let's rerun that without the breakpoints. Okay, apparently there's a problem with this. See if putting a breakpoint here does make a difference. Okay, it did. So head 2, 1, 4, 3, 5 null. So that worked as expected. Let's do continue, and it's just not working here. Okay, let's stop that. Maybe I'll just comment out these lines, so then we can just test 3, which we haven't done yet. Let's put the breakpoint there again, run that. Okay, head 3, 2, okay, that didn't work. That should be 3, 2, 1 for 5. Okay, so now we need to go back up to here and run through this to see what's going on. So let's have swap. So 1 is in here. We then go through, now 2's in here, and we should be swapping the next values. So 1 should have 3 as the next, which it does, and then 2 should have 1 as the next, which it does. We then go through here again, we put 3 into index 0. Its current next is 4. Okay, so I think instead of it being it might be that the last item is the one that always gets the new next. Let's run through that and see if that's how it actually should be. Put the breakpoint back down here. I'm not sure why Visual Studio is messing up with this, but whatever. So head 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. Okay, then that would also mean -1 here. Okay. No, I think that's all that needs to be done. Let's just copy this and put it into LeetCode, and hopefully that is everything that needed to be done. So I'll run the test ones again just to make sure. I forgot to bring over this function that I created as well. There's definitely a better way of doing this than this function I made, but I can't be bothered thinking of a better way at the moment. Okay, those both worked. So let's submit, and hopefully that works with everything else. Okay, we've got a wrong answer. So 1, 2. Okay. So let's add this into our project. I'm surprised that this one didn't work. Okay, no, that makes sense as to why it wouldn't work. It's because the function doesn't actually look at the current one you're passing it. It only does next. Okay, so we need to change how we're using it. So if TMP is null, then we do that. Then whereabouts are we using this? We need to do current.next, and then that should work. So we could probably just go in here and manually change it. And then we will do, we'll do that run on the test ones just to make sure again that worked. So let's submit. Okay, now I've got a different wrong answer. So that should be 321,654. We just skipped one outright. Okay, that is because over here, if I equals 0, it should be that. Let's go down to here. I equals, should it be 0? No, I equals k minus 1. So k minus 1. Let's submit again. Not sure why LeetCode's continuing to mess up like this, but we can see that the solution I put in there got the correct answer. So that was the 25th LeetCode challenge called Reverse Nodes in K Group. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.